Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. Actually I have been here in the US for the NAMM show, but just as a visitor. And so there have been certain reschedules, whatever. But so I'm now again in California and experiencing the song "It Rains in Southern California." So and so I'm from Germany actually. So the headquarters of the Moon is in Germany, and Noisebug is the shop in the US where you can buy that stuff.
Excellent.
And the good thing is that they have even a showroom where you can see some of the Moon stuff and really check it out, because obviously it's something that's different if you look on YouTube, which is very explanatory, I agree, but people like to really touch that stuff, and
Would you like to take us through some of your pieces here?
Yeah, what I can if you look at it, so I basically have to check what is here, so if we focus on that.
This is all yours?
This is all mine. I think if you look at it, you see that there is a certain inspiration out there. So when we started doing this, which is actually 10 years ago now, or more than 10 years ago, we thought it should look similar to moog. So that's why we have these knobs, and by the look and feel is pretty much like a moog, but obviously this has been designed the past couple of years, so 10 years. So it's more modern. People say, okay, some of the moog stuff is probably not stable, or what do I know? So this is really state of the art, and so and especially it's a lot more functionality in module or a certain space compared to the moog.
So what are the major differences between these 2 or 3 units?
Well, actually, so this, I think one thing is that obviously I'm not the only manufacturer of 5U stuff, so in that one there are other manufacturers, and so this is Moon only, and we started sort of with the sequencing functions, which is, this is our sequencer, this is our sequencer, this is our sequencer, and later on we really did go into audio generating or processing stuff too. So what you have here from left to right is, this is a dual oscillator with noise, a mixer, and this is a filter. This again is a dual oscillator with a mixer and a different type of filter. This is another different type of filter. This is a dual VCA where you can even mix and crossfade and whatnot. And this is one of our latest modules, which is a fully voltage controlled output mixer.
Wow.
So you have voltage controlled volume, voltage controlled pan, there are headphone outs here, and this one is a voltage controlled send return. So you could if you have a pedal, a delay pedal or something like that, you can have that one.
Right.
And the envelope generators are down here. These are dual envelope generators. This is a Quantizer with lots of functionality, and all that stuff is somehow pre-wired. So there are not a lot of configurations required to be done by means of patching. And this is our showcase module, model, so to say.
What is the unit or model name?
This one is, that's the System X.
System X.
System X, and X is 10, because this is our anniversary edition, because we are 10 years now. And so we thought for the 10 years we have to sort of a specific type of case. We have much more standard stuff, so like this one, which is modeled after the P cabinets from Moog, so you can put it aside a Moog. We have racks, we have so lots of different cases.
Right.
And lots of different modules, obviously. So, but this is a bit, This is a large pre-configured system, and this one is a smaller pre-configured system. I know that obviously in the modular world, Eurorack or 5U, people want to really pick the stuff they like to have and do it by themselves. Mm-hmm. But there are some other people out there who say, okay, yeah, good idea, but we want to really have something which we have and we can start immediately, so without trying to combine stuff. So this is something more if people want to
start with that.
Start really from a basis. Obviously we have, I don't remember the exact number, I think it's around 60 or 70 modules now, so it's much more than what you see here.
Right. Okay. And so the company started 10 years ago in Germany?
In Germany. So I'm, we are based in Berlin. Mm-hmm. And so for myself it started ages ago, I have to say, ages ago as a DIY thing. Right. But really ages ago. So I think people may remember sort of the name at that time, the Formant synthesizer, which is actually a 6, so it's a double eurorack size. So, but this was a DIY project from a couple of magazines, electronic building magazines in Europe, so the Netherlands and Germany and Great Britain. Okay. With this it started, which was quite some time ago, but so now it's my
okay. Would love to hear some of this stuff if it's possible. I don't know if it's patched in though to the system.
Yeah, you have to. I don't know. As I just jumped in, unexpected. Wanted to escape the rain in Southern California. Yeah. Thought, well, this is a building I can. No, I don't know. I think we have to ask Blake.
Yeah, we can turn it on.
And then we can obviously
There we go. Wow.
Now running, so pretty obvious. It's 2 oscillators. So that's the mixer, so I can mix that, and there's a noise in there too.
Oh yeah.
So it's, and this again is internally patched, but if you want something different, you could put it in there. So it's so you can switch them in octaves or tune them.
That sounds nice. It's great.
And there's a sync in it.
Is there wave shaping as well? No. Wave folding or anything like that?
No. So it's really quote just
standard
oscillators with a couple of waveforms, obviously,
right?
And pulse width modulation and whatnot. So this one is then going internally, again internally patched, but you can override it into the filter, which, if you carefully listen, is a moog ladder filter, so yeah, probably it's not, but so that obvious. But so, and this again, this one, so that's the envelope generator, is patched internally to that filter. So.
Oh yeah.
So So we go back, so that's the one sound now running. There is another sound, just it's that one, just that you see whether it's nice, I don't know, but we will just, it's not nice. Just to show whether it's nice or not, doesn't matter, but so it's the second sound.
Right.
I will take that one out. But I now focus a little bit on the mixer, on the sequencer. It looks like one sequencer with 4 rows running completely in parallel. It's not, because if you look down here, you see it has separate shift inputs, separate reset inputs. What I can do, for example, obviously, is change the length. Or I can say, okay, now it's running up, it can run down, or completely random. And you see already that those rows are completely independent. So the two lower ones are doing something completely different. So if I want to confuse people, then yeah, whatever. So this tells a little bit already what you can do with this one. There is a quantizer built in, but you can just get it back to normal here.
Can you link these so it's 8 steps per row?
I can.
So it's like a 32-step straight
Yes, I
pattern?
can, which probably now sounds weird, but anyhow, so this is 2 times 16, or
okay, yeah.
and again, I can say, okay, I now have a reset here, and obviously you can still say that it should run in the opposite direction, and so on and so on and so on. So it's pretty obvious what it does.
Oh yeah. You can make some melodic,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So basically, you can say
here.
I have a certain chord.
Ah. Nice. Well, I mean, I'm looking at it from here, and if I look at it sideways, it looks like piano keys.
Yes, yes. It's meant. What I always say, it's a poor man's keyboard. Well, you need to spend a lot of money to get a poor man's keyboard. So you actually, for basic, well, the Tangerine Dream type of stuff, you don't need really a MIDI keyboard or something like that.
Right.
The other thing is, and it's really a poor man's keyboard. Now it's a keyboard.
So cool.
So you can, yeah, pretty much.
You can compose right there.
Yeah, and without a keyboard, you can already do a lot of stuff here. I think that should tell what all that stuff is capable of.
Right.
So this is now, because this one is, so the moog filter is just low pass. This one can be switched between low pass and high pass. Get better. So that's again a low pass, but the point is that it can here be switched to a high pass.
Mm-hmm.
And then you obviously you don't hear anything. It's again the low pass. So what I will do is, now, because that one I can, it's a little bit more obvious what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So what I can do is, So just remove all this. Now I have to switch that one to the new one. So that's the state variable filter. So it's not as deep as the two others, but so this is now the low pass.
Oh, that's nice.
So obviously I can add noise, well, resonance, that type of stuff, or this is the high pass. So you have only quote quote some high frequencies remaining, or it's really the opposite. And or in the middle, it's a cheap phaser because it's only one stage, but
oh, that's so cool.
And the good thing obviously is that I need patch cords. Tail blade.
Some LFOs in here as well.
LFOs, yeah. So this is both sides. And what the second one is now doing is basically that part. So I can stop it, and then no, I can't stop it. I should stop it. So that's if I do it without modulation, and that's with modulation.
Wow.
And I can switch on the frequency modulation. And this then again is the resonance of the third LFO. And so the only thing, not the only, yeah, the only thing is that's
It's a bit loud.
This tells a lot what you can do with just a few modules. So you have a noise, quite a good filter, obviously, and a couple of LFOs. Mm-hmm. And that's all. Right. Now both of them modulated by different yeah.
That sounds lovely.
And obviously I can, if I want that. So this is now audio, so they switch now medium high audio.
Nice.
So let's now sync in addition.
Can you get some formants as well? Vowel type sounds? The bandpass or?
Yeah, but I could, but this is very basic because I could do something with that one because it has a bandpass output, but it's.
Is the ring modulator in here as well?
Yes, there is one here, but yeah, it's probably not that flashy, but there is one in.
Okay.
There is one in.
Great. Well, that's pretty rhythmic. That is super cool. So thank you so much, Gert, for showing us
No problem.
the System X,
Exactly.
correct?
Yes.
And where can people learn more about this synth or find it online or anything like that?
I think it's what should I say? The point, not the point, this is ridiculous. My English sometimes is a little bit on the outside, but so we have a website, obviously, and it's www.moonmodular.com, so pretty easy to remember. And there is one of the tabs, there is a video thing where we have lots of YouTube stuff.
Okay.
And some people did contribute to it. I think it's not that if you look at those, it's more for entertainment or annoyment or whatever. So you can't learn a lot from it. But I guess what you see there is the possibilities, what you can do with that stuff.
Right.
So I think we never did find the time to do something, the 25 minutes explaining our dual oscillator or something like that.
Right,
This
right,
you
right.
don't find there.
Yeah.
But I think some of the videos up there are pretty inspirational, because a lot of with the sequences and with the filters, that some people who really did go into very detail with that. But yeah, and if people have questions, there is a link so that you can send a mail, or that they can send a mail, and then people need to consider that if I'm looking at LA, we are 9 hours at Berlin, we are 9 hours ahead. So if you think, well, this is a nice afternoon at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you wake up us in the middle of the night, or better saying, we ignore that call. So
Yeah. Fair enough.
I guess, so that's all I can say. And yeah, thanks for having the time to
Absolutely.
to look at it and get a little bit the impression on what you can do with that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, it's a beautiful piece. It's one of a kind, and I guess we'll be seeing a little bit more about it in the coming months. You said it was going to be showcased at a couple events?
It will be, yeah. So there is Synthplex, which is end of March at Burbank, where Noisebug has a booth, and he will focus, Noisebug will focus on 5U. Aside of Noisebug, there is a buchla booth, so lots of other people will be there. So again, what I said, the Rolands of this world, but not only the Rolands of this world. And as we are out of Germany, out of Berlin, Super Booth, which is mid-May, if I'm not mistaken, is obviously the event for us. So we have a booth there. All the years we had a booth there. And it's sort of a home run, because whatever we think we can show there, we can show, because it's just a couple of 10 kilometers we have to move this stuff.
Right.
And so in terms of announcements of new modules or whatever, it will be at Super Boost time. So I guess what I can say is that people should be excited, not only considering Moon Modular, but there are a lot of other manufacturers who really perceive that Super Boost is the event. So I think there will be much more news compared to NAMM this year.
Right, got it.
And
okay.
Yeah, so it's advertisement for Super Boost.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Gert, nice to meet you. Thank you so much.
Nice meeting you.
And guys, that'll wrap up this little demo and tour of the System X from Moon Modular. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Gert.